Okay, my name is Hafiiz. I will be presenting about the case study, which is about the project ocean. The topic, the troubled water system. So for the first question is, do you believe the trouble with Philadelphia water boiling system is a technical problem or people problem, and why? For me, I believe it's more like primarily to a people problem rather than a technical one. The first is, for say, the selection of an Oracle company without prior experience in this water billing system show a poor judgment, and of course the key user of the water department were not consulted, leading to a mismatch between the system design and operational needs. Of course, the project ownership issues, finance department in charge of it instead of water department led to accountability, and of course the frequent turnover of executive sponsor and project leader disrupted continuity and progresses. And of course, lastly, I would say a lack of clear business processes and communication gap between the contractor and stakeholder worsen the situation. So the technical problem can be a symptom of this human organization failure. So the second question is, what factor contribute to the problem or associated with the project ocean? I will say several interrelated factors that cause this project ocean failure. One is that the vendor inexperience, which the Oracle had no prior experience building the full-scale water billing system. Of course, the wrong department ownership. The finance led the project instead of the water department, which was the main end user. And of course, the next will be poor stakeholder engagement, and of course about the over centralization, which the city official placed too much trust in the single vendor, which in one the phrases that all egg in one basket in the topic. And of course, the high turnover and unclear project scope and processes, and of course the political legal issues. Some consultants were involved in legal scandal related to project, which delay progress. And of course, lastly, the timing and overload. For the third question, which is to compare the different view between the city, MYS, and of course Oracle may have when negotiate a new agreement that will continue the project. That I can give that one perspective is that the first one will be accountability for the MIS. They are likely to blame Oracle inexperience and performance, and for the Oracle may argue that the delays stem from poor city coordination. And of course, the second, scope and design, will push for more tailored practical solution based on real user need. And for the Oracle, their perspective might defend the system design as being aligned with the agreed scope. And of course, the scores may demand cost reduction or refund for delays and overrun for the MYS. For the Oracle, likely to resist the financial penalties and argue work was done per agreement. And of course, there are going to be a timeline and future goals. For the fourth question, can this project be saved? Yes, the project can be saved, but only with a restructured approach. And of course, for the new agreement, what could be include? A revised agreement should include a full involvement of the water department in planning, testing, and approval stages, independent oversight or third-party review to avoid bias and ensure accountability, milestone-based payment and penalty for non-delivery or delays. And of course, the clear roles and responsibility, including who own that decision, stronger project governance and documentation to improve continuity even during staff turnover. Of course, lastly, will be training and knowledge transfer to CC staff to reduce dependence on system consultant. So, if both parties approach the renegotiation with transparency and willingness to learn from the past mistake, it could become win-win recovery. However, if blame and ego dominates, it may end in win-lose or even lose-lose situation, either through costly litigation, further delays, or total project abandonment.